My grandfather was a doctor in a small town in India. He passed away from Alzheimer's. I remember him not remembering me, but the hardest thing for me was him not remembering my mom. She had to kind of cope with the whole idea of her father not knowing who she was. And I know Alzheimer's is a big age-related disease. And so in his memory, I focus on the research. My name is Anuj Kudva. I just finished my sophomore year at University of Texas at Austin. I'm a biomedical engineering student. I got interested in science because my dad's an engineer, my mom was a doctor in India. I would, every now and then go to the hospital with my mom because she would have cases at night and my dad would be out of the country. So that's how I got interested in the medical field. In the engineering field, I used to go with my dad to his work. He did a lot of electrical engineering work. I got interested in biomedical stuff because it combined the two. So Sense's mission is they're trying to change the mindset that aging is an illness, aging is a disease that needs to be treated as any other disease out there, instead of people just perceiving aging as just a natural cause of life. They take the latest technology and then they apply it in a different setting, and they try and come up with to try to figure out a way to solve the underlying cause of a lot of these diseases. And for me as a biomedical engineer, it's kind of interesting because it's a different approach. I work with a LysoSense team, so we're working on solving age-related macular degeneration. What happens is that in your eye, as you age, the photoreceptors tend to dysfunction, and they create a whole bunch of buildup. And so we're trying to figure out a way to degrade this junk enzymatically. My project has been the cytotoxic roles of the enzyme that we work with, as well as the other byproducts that are created, or even the co-substrates that we use. What's been great is that they actually value my opinions, and sometimes in big laboratories or big companies, I feel like students don't get that much treatment and that much respect because they're students and they're learning, right? So when you're working with people with PhDs and people with multiple PhDs, it's kind of a daunting task. But here, it's kind of a culture for them to actually take into account students' prospective students' ideas. My ultimate career goal is to get an MD, PhD. I'd like to do research as well as treat patients. Sense has provided me the tools necessary to view certain diseases and also follow age-related diseases. They've also shown me new methods of analysis, new methods of quantitating certain proteins and stuff, as well as provided me with a new perspective, which will help me in the long run when hopefully when I do pursue my MD, PhD in a few years.